As the day begins on an APMC property, a multitude of moving parts create a cohesive and well-thought-out experience that is uniquely Ayala. We put tremendous care in every step we take in providing only the very best property wherever people go, from the metro to different parts of the country. From planning to designing, review, testing, and commissioning, APMC's team of strong subject matter experts ensure that everything goes through rigorous quality assurance. We put a high premium on peace of mind, not just for the customers and communities we serve, but for our colleagues as well. We are one of the key gatekeepers of Ayala Land's brand equity. It is our task to uphold international and local standards. And with our ever-growing portfolio of equipment, now over 800,000 components, our dedication to safety is punctuated even further. We make sure that everything in the background is running optimally so the day-to-day lives of our customers remain worry-free. Our 24/7 Operations Center monitors all our developments, manned by a full team of safety experts and practitioners. We respond to any inquiry or request, and depending on the scale of the emergency, we deploy our Quick Response Team, Emergency Response Team, and the Ayala Land National Team. They stand at the forefront of our developments to respond on site to manage and control every emergency situation. APMC's emergency response teams conduct over 15,000 drills a year across our portfolio, running more than 50 emergency scenarios. And when it comes to securing our properties, no precaution is too big. We take everything into account. We make sure that we protect the people who put their trust in us. APMC is the silent worker. It tirelessly ensures that everything runs tight and secure. For those who call our projects home, they expect us to be dutiful and responsible in managing and protecting the value and condition of their investments. Through diligent and personalized efforts, we make them feel that they are the most important people in the world. For those who see our properties as an integral part of their day-to-day activities, they can be assured that we are always doing everything we can to always give them the best. For those who work hard and play hard, we provide them with what they need in a balance to chase their dreams and enjoy life. We strive to deliver the highest level of service and uphold our commitment as our growth centers expand across the country, including the Visayas and Mindanao area. The Ayala name is synonymous with quality. We protect it by complying with industry and code standards. We thrive on initiatives and innovations to change the game and revolutionize. Constantly developing ways to enhance customer experience with the help of back and front-end technologies that improve the efficiency of our operations. Everything they need at their fingertips. Easy, convenient, comfortable. Through the years, we have forged relationships with a diverse network of suppliers, ready to meet any need at the most cost-efficient level. APMC's sustainability efforts reflect our advocacy to protect the environment through the use of modern methods and preserve the livelihood of our neighboring community, with more than 80% of our staff being locally hired. APMC sustainability efforts operate on a local scale but are founded on international industry trends and standards. To match the ever-changing needs and demands of our customers, it is imperative that we take possible measures to always be on top of our game. Our experiential training programs, such as The Mantra and Expert, sustain the legacy of APMC through a truly industry-defining customer service. With more than 15,000 employees in our workforce, we have a massive corporate support system. We define the industry, and we take incredible strides in raising the bar. We do not always put our names on everything we do, but we have provided more than 40 years of sustainable, practical, premium, and forward-thinking properties to Filipinos. The Ayala Property Management Corporation is that name that keeps everything running smoothly, enhances lives, and fulfills dreams. APMC, Ayala Land's care in every step.
Dare to dream big. Dare to be bold. Rebuild. Move up. Push boundaries. We're with you every step of the way. Our vision is to see yours come to fruition. Together, we create. We collaborate. We are JCVA. Building better businesses.
Since 1999, Mustard Seed Systems Corporation has helped small to medium enterprises grow and succeed. As the one-stop shop of business solutions in the Philippines, Mustard Seed offers the best-in-class products in accounting and inventory, building security, human resources, education, cloud and IT, and furniture and design. The company is strongly committed to bringing better value to its customers by continuously searching and developing products to be at pace with ever-changing demands. Helping businesses grow by providing quality services over the years.
Turks is one of the fastest franchising business here in the Philippines. We started our business way back in 2007 in SM Santa Mesa. Currently, we already have 562 branches nationwide and 152 franchisees throughout the nation. So Mustard Seed System introduced us the #1 ERP system, and they were able to address all of our concerns such as the accounting system, the inventory management system, and through that we're able to look the 360 degree of our company's financial performance and the whole system of our business process.
Throughout the years, Mustard Seed has been reaping numerous recognitions and awards from its partners. Today, the company has multiple branches throughout the country and an offshore branch in Hong Kong, serving thousands of local and multinational corporate customers.
Welcome to the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, the country's first Polytechnic U. PUP is a state-run university governed by the Republic Act 8292, known as the Higher Education Modernization Act of 1997, and its implementing rules and regulations contained in the Commission on Higher Education Memorandum Circular No. 4, Series of 1997. It is home to more than 70,000 students, making it the largest state university in the Philippines in terms of student population. It is the university's commitment to give qualified and talented students access to quality and responsive education to aid them in the achievement of their dreams and the improvement of their lives. True to its commitment of making education accessible to all, the university has strategically established campuses and branches all over Luzon. boasts of its roster of 1,483 full-time and part-time faculty members and 707 administrative employees. The faculty members and employees perform the collective goal of training, servicing, and supporting the university's stakeholders. From its humble beginnings in 1904, PUP was originally established as the Manila Business School primarily for the training of personnel for government service and to provide skills needed for private employment. 4 years later, the Manila Business School was renamed Philippine School of Commerce or PSC and merged with the Philippine Normal School from 1933 to 1946. Through the virtue of Republic Act 778, PSC was renamed to Philippine College of Commerce or PCC in 1952. In April 1, 1978, PCC was converted into a chartered state university now known as the Polytechnic University of the Philippines by virtue of Presidential Decree Number 1341. PUP truly has come a long way from a business school to a premier polytechnic university, the very first in the country. Every year, around 50,000 graduating high school students, mostly from economically challenged families, take the Polytechnic University of the Philippines College Entrance Test or PUPSET and hope to become one of the 10,000 who will be given a chance to be new PUPians. At present, the university offers more than 80 programs in the graduate and undergraduate levels with its strategic direction of making the colleges vertically articulated. Graduate School, College of Accountancy and Finance, College of Arts and Letters, College of Architecture and Fine Arts, College of Business Administration, College of Communication, College of Computer and Information Sciences, College of Education, College of Engineering, College of Law, College of Political Science and Public Administration, College of Social Sciences and Development, College of Science, College of Tourism, Hospitality and Transportation Management, College of Human Kinetics, Institute of Technology. PUP further strengthens its open university system through expanded tertiary education equivalency and accreditation program and the non-traditional system program. It caters to borderless educational system that aims to reach many learners as possible. For more than a century of existence, countless outstanding achievements have raised PUP to the level of a national comprehensive university. with a vision to transform the university into an epistemic community. PUP subscribes to the idea that a university should have an extensive research and extension development culture. Each year, PUP surpasses national passing rate in licensure examinations and ranks among the top in different academic disciplines. PUP has also institutionalized academic exchange and international cooperation with various countries all over the world through its Office of International Affairs. Today, PUP is relishing its successes and its students are enjoying unprecedented academic opportunities. An enhanced campus environment, upgraded colleges, state-of-the-art technology, and nationally and internationally recognized programs. It has gone far from what it was more than a century ago. This is mainly due to the support given by the government, the PUP community, and its benefactors. With the combined efforts, PUP will continue to be a partner in nation building and in poverty alleviation for the marginalized sector of the society, with quality, responsive, and relevant education as a tool. PUP, the country's first Polytechnic U.
Ang problema at suliranin ay sangkap na ng buhay ng isang tao. Rekadong nagpapaalat, nagpapatamis at nagpapaanghang sa araw-araw nating pakikibaka rito. Mga suliraning sumira na ng ilang pangarap, ngunit hindi ang pangarap ng isang PUPian. Ito ang buhay ng isang propesor na nangarap, nagsumikap at nagtagumpay sa napili niyang daranan. Tunghayan natin ang buhay ni Professor Marlon Agoy-Agoy.
pala si Marlon Agoy-Agoy, kasalukuyang guro dito sa Politeknikong Universidad ng Pilipinas, 34 years old. Lumaki ako sa Sama at masasabi ko yung kabataan ko napakahirap kasi lalo na nung panahon na nag-aaral ako sa probinsya, kailangan kong maglakad ng 3 kilometro ang layo bago marating ang eskwelahan. Hindi pa suluntad yung mga daan. Kailangan namin maglakad kahit na maputik yung daan para lang marating yung eskwelahan. At kadalasan, dahil kailangan kong habulin yung oras ng klase ko, kadalasan hindi na ako nag-almusal, papakaaga, kahit walang laman ang sigura ko, tapos napakalayo pa ng lalakaran ko. Kaya doon pa lang ramdam mo na yung hirap eh. Pero hindi naman ako nanunumbat sa magulang ko na, kasi hindi ko rin naman masisisi yung mga magulang ko kasi talagang wala naman talaga. Ayoko naman pigain sila sa mga pangangailangan ko na hindi naman nila maibigay sa akin. Kasi nakikita ko rin naman ang hirap nila. Graduate ako ng high school. Kinailangan ko ng lumuwas ng Maynila. Nung dumating ako dito, ang unang problema, yung titirahan ko. Kasi wala nga dito yung mga magulang ko, nasa probinsya. So, ang nangyari, nakitira ako sa tiyuhin ko, yung kapatid ng mother ko. Nung dumating ako dito, hindi kaagad ako nakapag-aral ng college. Kinailangan ko muna maghanap ng trabaho. Kasi ang nasa isip ko noon, mag-save muna para sa tertiary education ko. Kasi talagang ang bala ko makatapos ng pag-aaral eh. Kailangan ko munang magtrabaho sa factory, sa food chain. Kung familiar kayo sa burger machine na walang guard, 36 hours ako nakabantay, walang pumapalit sa akin kasi yung kapalit ko ay nagkasakit. Yung mga ganong instance, yung mag-repack ng mga chichirya sa mga factory, naging repacker ako, no? Napakamura. Parang that time, 17 years old lang ako. Noong 2001, nagkaroon ng ng magandang balita. Magandang balita siya kasi nung time na yon si President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo naglabas siya ng programa, yung President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo Scholarship. At itong scholarship na to, designed ito for less privileged students like me, yung mga hirap na hirap sa buhay. Para ito sa mga talagang walang pampaaral. Kaya ang ginawa ng tito ko, dahil alam niyang desidido ako makatapos ginawa ng paraan ng tito ko na makapasok ako sa scholarship. Kasi ang sistema kasi noon, barangay LGU muna, contact nila, DSWD. So ayun, ang ginawa ng tito ko, nagpunta siya ng barangay sa Valenzuela, sa usap niya yung kapitan doon, pinagpasa ako ng mga requirements doon. Tapos nung naipasa ko yung mga requirements, in-evaluate nila at eventually, nakapasa naman ako doon sa scholarship. Hanggang sa nung nandito naman ako, nasa college na, nag-aaral na ako dito, mismo sa PUP, hindi pa rin natapos doon yung struggle ko. Unang-una, dahil Bisaya ako, lahat ng mga tao na kasalamuha mo, pag naririnig nila yung accent ng Bisaya, matatawa sila.
Threatening with piercing phones to kill. All that attempt with eye or
The
hand.
fact na tumatawa sila sa accent ng Bisaya, sa accent ko bilang Bisaya, parang ramdam ko yung kahit pa paano, ramdam ko yung diskriminasyon ng mga, lalo ng mga Tagalog. Uuwi ako ng bahay ay alas 9 na ng gabi, yung oras ng dismiss sa klase dito sa PUP. Pagdating ko ng bahay sa Valenzuela, di ba medyo may kalayuan pa rin ang Valenzuela hanggang Santa Mesa. Lalo na nung time na yun, hindi pa ganun kaayos yung NLEX. Kaya pagdating ko kung alas 9 ang tapos ng klase ko dito, dadating ako sa bahay mga 10:30 na o mga 11 na, gano'n. At pagdating ko ng bahay, ang haharapin ko doon, tambak-tambak na hugasan yung mga plato, kaldero. Iistisin ko pa yung isa-isa yung kaldero. Kasi ang negosyo ng tito ko, mini karinderya. Nagtitinda sila ng mga ulam, mga kung ano ng pagkain. Tapos, ang nangyayari kasi, dahil sila nang nakababad sa init ina-expect ko na yun na iba naman ang nakatoka doon sa maghuhugas. Yun ang grabe ang hirap ko. Kasi pagdating ko dito sa PUP, isipin nyo yung nakikinig ka sa klase, nakikinig ka ng turo ng teacher mo habang kumakalamang si Flora mo. Grabing hirap yun. Kasi gusto ko mang kumain, hindi ako makakain kasi ang takot ko. Baka hindi ako makauwi sa bahay namin, sa Venezuela, kasi sakto lang yung pamasahe ko.
Relationship of various types of audiovisual materials as well as their individual position in the learning process.
Ang gagawin ko noon, bibili lang ako ng kanin kahit walang ulam. Di ba libre yung soup? Libre yung soup sa mga sa kantin dito sa PUP. May lasa naman yung sabaw. Diba? So, parang sabi ko, mairaos ko lang.
Ate, pwede ko makain ng sabaw?
Minsan naman, kasi ayokong mamukhaan ng kantin Ang gagawin ko, minsan, pupunta ako ng library, tutulog ko na ng tungkol. Tapos, paggising ko, kailangan ko nang pumasok sa next period, next class ko.
Marami ang nagtatanong kung ano nga ba ang kwento ng PUP. Ang hindi nila alam, ang kwento ng PUP ay ang kwento ng mga kabataan.
Ayoko sana kasing sabihin na magna cum laude ako, graduate ako na magna cum laude kasi ayokong isipin ng mga PUPians na napakatalino ko. Kasi graduate ako magna cum laude hindi dahil sa matalino ako, kundi dahil hardworking ako, determinado ako, at lalo't higit may faith ako sa taas. Kaya sabi ko nga sa mga estudyante ko, pag nakaramdam ka ng hirap, huwag agad magrereklamo. Konting hirap, huwag agad magrereklamo. Kung kinakailangan gawa ng paraan para masolusyonan yung problema, gawa ng paraan. Hindi ko naisip na sumuko. Kahit na ano man ang naranasan kong problema, kailanman, kung ano man ang gusto kong makating, ano man ang gusto kong maabot, paghihirapan ko yun, hindi kailangan ako susuko. At hindi vocabulary yung lista ng reality at
Tunay na minsan ang buhay ay tila isang pagluluto. Hindi dapat minamadali ang proseso nito. Dapat ay marahang inihahanda ang lahat dahil minsan, ang tiyaga at tamang paghihintay sa mga rekado nito ang siyang mas magbibigay ng masarap na lasa ng buhay. Mahirap at minsay nakapapagod, pero iba ang pakiramdam kapag lumabas na ang itinatagong lasa nito. Tampok ang mahirap ngunit matapang na pagkibaka sa buhay. Ang kwento ni Professor Marlon Agoy-Agoy.
Allow me to share with you my vision for the university. I envision PUP to become the pioneering and leading national polytechnic university in the 21st century. With a national polytechnic university status, it will bring more opportunities for the university to further strengthen its academic programs and improve organizational performance as an institution for higher education. In pursuit for this vision, my mission for PUP is for it to recognize its catalytic role for national development. PUP will ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities through a re-engineered polytechnic education. By re-engineering, we look into the existing processes and programs in order to achieve higher quality of academic programs and services following the principles of effectiveness and efficiency. With this mission in mind, I have formulated 10 pillars as my reform agenda for the university. Pillar 1. Dynamic, transformational, and responsible leadership. Empower academic and administrative leaders by following the core principles of good governance to create collective growth and unity. Here I would like to highlight an innovation by introducing the development of an integrity management plan to assess, plan, and implement anti-corruption strategies that will secure the institution against corruption and abuse. Likewise, asset management and resource generation will be aggressively pursued to ensure productivity and finance the implementation of the plans and projects for the university. Pillar 2. Responsive and innovative curricula and instruction. We aim to provide world-class polytechnic education that responds to national and global needs by developing intellectually challenging curricula and design academic programs that are based on industry demands to provide the learners with adequate and relevant competencies and skills and prepare them for a successful and rewarding careers. In a rapidly changing world, we recognize the paradigm shift in curriculum to outcome-based education with lifelong learning approach. Pillar 2 also sits on the framework of through transnational education by promoting academic mobility among faculty and students and global dimension into the curricula and teaching process. Pillar 3. Enabling and productive learning environment. Following education in Industry 4.0, we aim to increase and enhance the use of new technology to enable student learning and engagement, as well as advanced teaching process and methodology through new and state-of-the-art facilities that will support the overall learning and teaching experience in the university. Pillar 3 likewise includes campus development and the provision of conducive learning centers and facilities for students and faculty. Pillar 4. Holistic student development and engagement. We will empower students as well as rounded learners and active young leaders as we open opportunities for various academic mobility and venues for honing skills and personal development, being the principal stakeholder of the university. Recognize academic freedom as a form of self-expression and a platform to showcase students' intellect, skills, and creativity. Pillar 5. Empowered faculty members and employees. Likewise, we are looking into the holistic development of our faculty and employees as productive, competent, and experts in their respective fields. We will encourage our faculty roster through formal education, capacity building, research and extension initiatives, faculty immersion, and other academic engagements, both local and abroad. We will ensure that both our faculty and employees will have a vibrant career development path as public servants in this state university. Pillar 6. Vigorous research production and utilization. We will continue to strengthen the research culture in the university by promoting discovery and innovation through increasing disciplinary and collaborative research integration across academic disciplines to create new knowledge, utilize research findings, and develop innovative products. Pillar 7. Global academic standards and excellence. Achieve the highest levels of recognition in quality and compliance standards from CHED, AACUP, and other international accrediting and regulatory bodies for higher education. We will continue to excel as a top-performing school in various professional licensure examinations, and produce board top-notchers as well as sustain our status of being the most preferred graduates of employers. Likewise, we aim to establish and to be recognized as centers of development and excellence in our academic programs. Pillar 8. Synergistic, productive strategic networks and partnerships. Synergize and forge strategic linkages and partnerships across all sectors of society and the global community in line with the overall plans and programs of the university. Establish alliance with the government, industry sector, NGOs, and the academe will lead to resource sharing, program support, and research collaborations beneficial for all. Pillar 9. Active and sustained stakeholders engagement. Harness a healthy and harmonious organization by empowering all its stakeholders, both internal and external, through open communication networks, consultative and participative undertakings, and team-building activities, recognizing that all stakeholders can greatly contribute towards the betterment of the university. Pillar 10. Sustainable social development programs and projects. Expand access to education, knowledge building, and information dissemination through sharing of expertise and resources for community development. Support inclusivity approach and education by embarking on Education on Wheels, which aims to bring access to education closer to communities, following the principle of no one will be left behind. As the University of the People, we should bring the university closer to their hearts to serve their needs and extend assistance in mainstreaming public service. Our institution must continue to stand as one for the values that we have inculcated. For the past 115 years, we have exemplified our quest for truth, excellence, equity, relevance, effectiveness, integrity, and academic freedom. Lastly, I call upon each and everyone to join me in this journey. Together we stand as one para sa sintang paaralan para sa ating bayan.
Noon pa man, malaki na ang naging bahagi ng mga kababaihan sa lipunang Pilipino. Kaisa sila sa marubdob na paghahangad ng kalayaan ng ating lahi. Kabilang sila sa paglinang ng ating makulay na sining at mayamang kultura. Kasapi sila sa pagtataguyod ng mga adhikain ng kapwa mamamayan at sa pagtugon sa mga pangangailangan ng lipunan. Katuwang sila sa pagtuklas sa mga larangan ng agham at medisina. Kapanalig sila sa pagpapairal ng batas, karapatan at katarungan para sa lahat. Kabahagi sila sa paglilingkod sa bayan at sa pagpapanatili ng demokrasyang Pilipino. Sa paglipas ng panahon, hindi nagmaliw ang kanilang pag-ibig sa ating inang bayan. Mga kababayan, ito ang alay ng mga kababaihang Pilipino para sa bayan. Tumayo po tayong lahat at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Ayaw mag-ibig, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa gilid mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tulad na ng pag-ibig, sa manlulupin, di ka masisingil, sa lahat ng lubog, sa sigal at sa langit mong bahag. May ginatang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang isang ng patawad mo'y talumpay na nabihigin. Lumang araw ng 100% buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Ang higaya ng pagpay makahamit, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Hi, I'm Engineer Florinda H. Oquindo, Director of the Alumni Relations and Career Development Office. The role of our office is to keep connections among students and alumni, provides complete range of services to students, alumni, and employers in the area of career development, graduates and professional schools preparations, employee relations, and campus recruitment. We also provide alumni and students with the tools and resources to help find success in all professional endeavors. To all freshmen, please come and visit us. Our office is located at N209 North Wing, 2nd floor.
So, good afternoon, konnichiwa, good afternoon mga kaisko at kaiska sa ating mga estudyante mula sa College of Engineering, College of Architecture, Design and Built Environment. Good afternoon po, konnichiwa sa ating mga estudyante mula sa ating mga branches and campuses all over Luzon. Good afternoon guys. We do have 2 participants for today's event. One participant is coming from this Zoom and the other one is from the PUP Career Center Facebook page. Okay guys, so kumusta? Maganda ba ang gising nyo? Hindi ba mainit? Sarap ng panahon ngayon, 'di ba? Hindi siya masyadong mainit, hindi rin siya masyadong maulan. So, guys, marami kaming inihandang mga topic at the same time. Andito ang mga industry partner natin para bigyan kayo ng opportunity and at the same time ng knowledge, skills, at abilities, turuan kayo at experience kung halimbawa sa kanilang mga field of specialization. So, andito ang ating McNally Migration Services. Andito rin ang Master Seed System Corporation at JCB Associate Project Management and Development at ang Ayala Property Management Corporation. So, I'm Professor Jane S. Pulma, and I will be your moderator for today's event. So welcome to the 2022-2023 Career Development Webinar of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office. The Alumni Relation and Career Development Office provides services and assistance to the students and alumni in support in the area of career development and placement, sustaining the link between the employer and the academe. So I hope that this career development webinar can help you develop your career, not just professionally, but also personally. I hope that each individual or each student and learner attendee of today's webinar, the new learning skills and abilities that you can learn from this webinar in the future webinar and last webinar can help you shape and develop into one's career and one's objective. So I hope guys na maging successful kayo sa inyong career objective in life. Okay, so let me discuss our webinar etiquette. Okay, let me share my screen for our webinar etiquette. Okay. Sabi ko nga kanina, meron tayong dalawang uri ng participants sa webinar na to. So, for our Zoom participants, good afternoon, guys. Morning pa rin para sa akin kasi bad weather daw eh. Okay, so para sa ating mga Zoom participants, good afternoon, guys. Konnichiwa. And welcome to the 2022-2023 Career Development Webinar. So please remember to always keep your microphone always on mute while the webinar proper is ongoing. And please do remember that this webinar is currently on live stream. So we'll be having your Q&A portion at the end of each industry speaker. You may raise your hand or you may use the Zoom chat to interact, give your comment or insight to our speakers. So, para naman po sa ating stream participants, good afternoon mga kaisko at kaiska. Okay, you may use the comment section of our Facebook page. Kindly introduce yourself with your name, year, and section, and we will be including all of your questions, comments, insight, and suggestion during the Q&A portion. So, tatapusin muna natin ang bawat isang industry speaker, so pwede na kayong magtanong. Okay, para naman po sa lahat, you'll be having your digital certificate 2 to 3 weeks after the conduct of this webinar, and it will be given to those who attended, participated, and accomplished the evaluation form given at the end of the session. Just remember that this form is only accessible 6 hours after the webinar. So, maraming salamat po sa ating industry partner. We do have Ayala Property Management Corporation, JCB and Associate Project Management and Development Inc., Mustard Seed System Corporation, McNally Migration Services. Andito po si Miss McNally, the owner of McNally Migration Services Solution from Australia. Good afternoon, ma'am. Okay. So, alam ko, excited na lahat kayo. Alam ko, excited na kayo, hindi lang para sa matututunan nyo. Siyempre, excited din kayo para ma-meet yung mga industry partner na nandito ngayon. So, sila yung mga industry partner na posible nyo maging employer at posibleng makatulong sa inyo in the near future. So guys, saka reminder ha, sino pa ba ang hindi naka-like at naka-follow po sa aming Facebook page, paki-follow naman at paki-like po ang PUP Career Center Facebook page. And by the way, we also do have our YouTube channel. We do have PUP Arcdo TV. So, kung kailangan nyo ng mga advices, tapos mga webinar na alam nyo makakatulong sa inyo, pwede kayong mag-subscribe, pwede rin kayong mag-follow sa amin at makikita nyo yung mga videos uploaded na po doon. So pwede nyong balikan at pwede nyong panoorin anytime at your convenience. So guys, pahit naman ng isang heart reaction dyan. Okay, so pahit naman ang heart reaction. Pakita nga. Wow! Thank you, guys. So, let me welcome yung ating industry partner who are with us today to discuss about possible employment. Sila na rin daw po ang mag-share ng kanilang ABP. Okay.
Yes, hello, Miss Jane.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so hello, everyone. Thank you for attending this year-end PUP Career Development webinar. We are from McNally Immigration Solutions Australia, or MMSA for short. Let me just share my screen so you'll know more about us. Okay, guys, so that's all. So you notice kung gaano naman kagalante ang aming company, di ba? Anyway, we're gonna proceed with the formal presentation. Okay, share. So as I said, we are from McNally Immigration Solution Australia. So an opportunity to work for an Australian company. So this is Estelle McNally, our principal consultant. Estelle, kindly introduce yourself now, please. Estelle, you're muted. Hello.
I'm actually a graduate of, can you hear me?
Yeah, okay now.
Okay. I'm a graduate of Laboratory High School. Very early in the game, I discovered the edge one can have in the business world if one has good business education, which I received from PUP. The added advantage is to have work experience while studying. So unlike you guys, I worked full-time and I studied at night because during the time we didn't have the virtual office. So after high school, I immediately worked as a personal manager assistant while doing my bachelor degree. After working with Fortune 500 companies in the Philippines and the US, I migrated to Australia and I founded McNally Migration Solutions as a service consultancy with a branch in Manila. we employed Australian and Filipino staff. In 2010, the company partnered with the POA agency, which allowed McNally Migration to operate as a foreign placement agency with the business called Global Skilled Employment Services. In 2019, the company expanded to health and disability services, and I founded TLC Independent Living. During the last PUP roadshow, we were able to attract 3 excellent candidates. COVID set in and there was some confusion about the paperwork for the OJT training. So instead of offering OJT placements, the 3 students we hired were put on the payroll from day 1. 2 of the students, namely Joanna and Denise, were employed in our disability company. And they provided administrative support to the health carers. They communicated with funding bodies in Australia as well as allied health services. The other student, Estela, we actually share the same name, is the one who's hosting this presentation. And she's actually taken over some very, very, very critical roles in our company. And she's actually traveling a lot and enjoying the good life, the fast pace and very, very high pressure job.
Thank you for that, Steph.
Their work hours are varied, which actually gives them a lot of flexibility. One worked from home remotely, Denise, and Estela, or who we lovingly called Ella. Estela and Joanna, I guess, had a combination of work hours. So we offered accommodation for them in our office in near is it BGC? BGC, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, Pateros BGC.
Pateros BGC. And while they chose their own hours. And this is the funny part. A few months ago, during their graduation, we were faced with different challenges, as we were not sure whether the students will stay. One day, so what we did is we just maintained the calendar, and I told them, I said, look, clock in, whenever you're in, whenever you're out, you're out. And luckily, things settled down. And last month, we had another newbie. His name is Nathaniel, and we love him so much. And he is employed with Ella in the recruitment division of the business. And he's proving to be a very, very valuable member of the team. So my company, which started McNally Migration Solutions, have now expanded to different platforms in the industry. And I'm really, really glad that I'm contributing to the lives of the students who are, who are studying at PUP. Thank you so much. Okay, Ella?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we'll proceed with the...
So what opportunity awaits a PUP student? So as I said before, sky is the limit. So depending on your skills, you undergo OJT. You will be trained under my care or any of our management team. And usually we wait. I mean, I think that is the program that PUP offers, isn't it? After OJT, we offer you employment, and we do it the other way around. We just offer you employment, because I know once you are a product of PUP, you're already ready for work. So that's it. Okay, next, Ella.
Yeah, I think
thank you so much for that. And as I said, with our company, they work very, very hard. Don't get me wrong. They go through a lot of pressure, but then we also have fun. We have a lot of fun. They get treated to beautiful restaurants, and they fly with us. And I'm actually in Manila now, and yeah, they're part of what do you call it, Ella? Staycation. Yeah.
Yeah, staycation. I actually have testimonials for that.
Sure.
For all the trips and
Okay.
treats. So let me
I'll
just
leave
share
it to
that.
you.
provided me my first job experience. I was hired last April this year, and I thought that it would be everything work, but it turned out that it was clearly not just like that. I had a very rich and enjoyable experience. It was here at MMSA that I had my first staycation at a 5-star hotel. I also had my first flight or airplane ride when I was sent to Davao for an official mission. It was also here that I had my first company trip in Bohol just last week, last week of November, if I'm right. Working in MMSA is quite challenging, and if you're one of those people who are looking for challenges, then our company is for you. Depending on what our principal consultant sees in you, she will train you on a certain project, and sooner or later, you'll find yourself working on the project alone. You're running the project by yourself. MMSA is for people who are looking for growth and unending challenges and opportunities. And if you're one of those people, then our company is for you. So, if you're interested, we'll welcome you in this company with warm hearts and of course, with warm meals.
Hi everyone, my name is Denise and I have been working here in this company for 8 months now. I have graduated recently and my key takeaways while working for this company is I've learned a lot in terms of the clinical and also the industrial aspect of psychology. In the clinical aspect, I've learned a lot with regards to handling clients with disabilities, from the client's routine, their triggers, how to de-escalate situations, and a lot more. Even though it's just virtual, you would still learn a lot because you can see their daily lives. And this experience is definitely going to help me in the future. I've also learned basic office and administrative tasks like report writing, Excel shortcuts, talking to different people, especially the staff of the facilities, and delegating tasks to them in a nice way. I've joined and organized meetings, which was also very fruitful. I am positive that these experiences are very helpful and it would be a great asset that would help me in my career.
Hi everyone, I am Jo. I joined the team as an intern, and for the first few months, I would say that as a management student, the experience I have with this job greatly honed the set of skills I've gathered from the course I am taking at Polytechnic University of the Philippines. I am grateful that I've been exposed to prominent professionals in the industry as I am able to assess on how to expand my capabilities and potential. I mostly appreciate the assistance of our hands-on directors and approachable co-workers that support me both professionally and personally. With this company, I get to experience using advanced technology equipment, which evidently increase my productivity and efficiency with my job. Now I'm focusing on improving my communication, rational thinking, and decision-making skills. In the future, I am certain that I will be competent enough in taking big opportunities with the assistance of this company.
Hello everyone, I'm Nat, and I recently joined McNally Migration Services. The work experience I've gained during my short stint at MMS is a great complement to the degree I'm undertaking at PUP. I believe that the curriculum at PUP is preparing me for the career that I've chosen. I'm now combining my academic knowledge and real professional experience, which I am gaining from hands-on work experience with MMS. I'm learning how to communicate with staff, set priorities, learn a new technology. MMS is using Apple Mac platform. And lastly, learn how to work under pressure. I am confident that I will be more attractive prospect than other graduates who have degree but with no practical experience.
And that's it, guys. Hello. Yep. So I think we can now proceed with the Q&A. What do you think, Stal? Okay, any questions?
Okay, so guys, you can you may raise your hands or use the comment section of our Zoom chat if you do have question for the McNally. By the way, McNally Immigration Services is a partner of the Polytechnic University of the Philippines way back last year, I guess. So if you'll be dreaming of going or for migration, maybe for students or any students or working, you may ask or you may consult the McNally Migration Services for details. Okay, but pwede rin naman po mag-apply kayo sa McNally as one of their interns kasi si Miss Estelle, may mga PUP-yan siya na kinuha na nagwo-work from PUP sa McNally as full-time employee. Tama po ba, Ma'am Estelle?
Correct.
Working full-time, yes.
Yeah. So, may mga kaisko at kaiska na kayo. So, yung mga naghahanap po for Ma'am Estelle, ano po ba yung mga hinahanap nyo as interns?
They will be involved in marketing, so they will be developing anything from procedures to videos for trade skills, which can be used by our clients. They, like, for example, Nat could, they can be interviewing applicants who are interested to go to Australia. Ella, for example, is in charge of our butcher program. So we're preparing, we've got job orders for like 600 butchers, and Ella, who doesn't know anything about the meat industry, is liaising with the companies here, preparing all the applicants to undergo trades test, in beef, in lamb, and pork.
Okay.
So we need people who can communicate well, who can be trained in different aspects of the company. Yeah.
Ma'am, virtual po ba sila or face-to-face? You're requiring them na po to para po ba pumunta sa office nyo to report? Kasi there are PUP branches and campuses all over Luzon po. Meron po tayong mga estudyante rito from Binyan. We also do have from Santa Rosa. Baka they are interested in, kaya lang medyo malayo kasi I know that taga Pateros po ang location ng inyong office. Tama po ba, ma'am?
Yes. So for example, as I said, we offer a combination of working setups. So for example, Denise works from home. So she supports our health, she's an admin person for our healthcare division. Okay, so the only time she sees us is when we have a get together last June. That was very interesting. We had an outing. Where did we go? No, we needed to ask her to come to Manila. And her mom said, "Look, we don't even know these people. We might not allow you to come." So yeah, I spoke to her, and I think she spent a week here at Crimea, where I'm staying at the moment. They had a blast. So yeah, it's good bonding for a lot of the young people, especially coming out of COVID. And this is what I'm trying to inject into the workforce, and especially with the young people. It's really very challenging for them to be to be in this industry, to be successful. And I think that's the reason why I'm employing different strategies for them to enjoy work.
Okay. So guys, pwede daw kayo mag-apply kay Ma'am Estelle as interns. Ayun, ang tanong ma'am daw, meron daw po bang allowance pag interns? Or
the four people we employed were on the payroll from day one.
Yes. from day one.
We don't give allowance, we give salary. And
Okay, so guys, if you wanted siguro to kahit part-time, ma'am, tama po ba?
Part-time, full-time, yeah, they work weekends, they work holidays, whatever suits them. Whatever
Okay.
suits them and whatever suits us. Yeah.
For the College of Engineering naman, ma'am, para sa ating mga estudyante from the College of Engineering, meron po ba kayong pwedeng internship sa kanila?
I'm not
Or-
really sure whether something like that might interest them. I know Nat is I think is from the engineering
Yeah.
faculty.
Computer engineering.
Well, for example, they can be involved in trades assessments for welders, for motor mechanics and things like this. Their mechanical and technical input will come in handy when they assess some of our students who needs to go to not students, applicants who need to go to undertake trades assessment with TESTA.
Okay. So guys, so open si McNally kahit sa engineering. Then for possible employment naman po for our engineering course. So ang kukontakin lang nila ma'am kay director, pwede po sila mag-email. You can plug your Facebook page po if meron po kayo ma'am.
Yeah, so it's basically info@mcnallymigration.com. Very easy. So info at, which is my last name, mcnallymigration.com.
Okay, so guys, pwedeng-pwede niyong kontakin si Ma'am Estelle. Ayan po, naka-flash po sa screen yung kanilang contact information para po sa tawag dito. If you do have immigration services na pangangailangan or kung gusto nyo mag-apply as intern or part-time employee para po kay Ma'am Estelle. Tama po ba, ma'am?
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So guys, may tanong po ba tayo kay Ma'am Estelle? By the way, Ma'am Estelle is a graduate of the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Laboratory High School. Tama po ba, ma'am?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
O yan. And she is currently based sa Australia. Ngayon, nasa Australia po siya. And ma'am, ilang way back ahead po ba tayo ang Pilipinas or
I'm actually in Manila.
Ay, nasa Manila. Wow, that's great. Nasa Manila pala kayo. Kasi the last time we talked po, 'di ba, nasa Australia
Yes,
kayo?
right. I'm here for 10 days on business. Yes.
Wow, that's great. So, if you wanted to meet Miss Estelle, Ma'am Estelle, currently nasa Manila po kayo, lalo na if meron kayong mga migration consultancy na tanong, tama po ba? Especially in Australia. She is a licensed Australian immigration officer. Tama po ba, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm not really here for migration, but look, if there are students who want to work for us, I can set aside one day and then we can have like, a Q&A here at Crimea if they want to come, or we can do it by Zoom. Yeah, I think that will be a lot easier. Yeah.
Okay. So, si Ma'am Estelle po yung pwede niyong kausapin. And at the same time, yung mga estudyante po na gustong mag-OJT sa McNally, welcome po kayo from the College of Business Administration. Meron din po siya, open din po for the CSSD, College of Social Science and Development. Yung mga psychology dyan, College of Engineering. Tama po ba, ma'am?
Correct. Yeah.
So, whether face-to-face or virtual, pwede po. Tama, ma'am?
Yep.
Or kung gusto niyo naman daw mag-part-time, open din daw po si Ma'am Estelle.
Thank you.
Okay. So, guys, may tanong po ba tayo kay Ma'am Estelle? Okay. Can you hit a heart reaction naman dyan? Pahit naman lang heart reaction, guys. O, ayan, ma'am. Gising sila. Tingnan natin po sa Facebook. Baka po kasi may tanong sila sa Facebook. Let's check lang po sa Facebook. So, open sila, guys, ha? Kahit part-timer, pwede kayong mag-apply kay Ma'am Estelle. Okay. So, mukhang wala, ma'am. Pero may mga Okay, so
Experience,
wala po akong
Very
makita.
interesting.
Ayun, ma'am. Thank you, Mrs. Stel, for very interesting offer and explanation. Yun po ang comment ni Gabriel. Avels po siya. I guess, this is Avels. So, English language po. So, communication siya, ma'am. So,
That's
baka
good.
interested yung mga taga-College of Arts and Letter para mag-apply, not just an intern, but also a permanent or full-time employee ni ma'am. Open daw po sila. Okay, so may tanong po ba tayo kay ma'am? Mukhang wala na, ma'am. So,
Okay.
maraming salamat, ma'am. And again, thank you in behalf of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office. Maraming salamat in sharing your time and experience and expertise regarding possible employment and sharing your company profile with our Kaisko and Kaiska. At
Thank
least,
you so
ma'am,
much.
meron na silang isa pang HTE or possible industry na pwede nilang puntahan na hindi sila mahihiya.
Mhm.
So, maraming salamat na Miss Tel, and I hope to see you soon. Siguro ma'am, once na pwede ka naman pong pumunta ng PUP Main para at least makita nyo ang inyong sintang paaralan ng high school kayo, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, McNally. And in behalf of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, maraming salamat, McNally Migration Services, for sharing your expertise and experience with our Kaisko and Kaiska, and at the same time, sharing your thoughts and opportunities with them. I hope to see you soon po, and at the same time, alam ko na makikita kayo at dadami pa ang PUPian sa McNally. Thank you again, ma'am. Maraming salamat po.
Have a great day. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Saglit lang po, ha? Okay. Let me share my screen for the ABP of our second industry partners po.
Since 1999, Mustard Seed Systems Corporation has helped small to medium enterprises grow and succeed. As the one-stop shop of business solutions in the Philippines, Mustard Seed offers the best-in-class products in accounting and inventory, building security, human resources, education, cloud and IT, and furniture and design. The company is strongly committed to bringing better value to its customers by continuously searching and developing products to be at pace with ever-changing demands. Helping businesses grow by providing quality services over the years.
Turks is one of the fastest franchising business here in the Philippines. We started our business way back in 2007 in SM Santa Mesa. Currently, we already have 562 branches nationwide and 152 franchisees throughout the nation. So Mustard Seed System introduced us the #1 ERP system, and they were able to address all of our concerns such as the accounting system, the inventory management system, and through that we're able to look the 360 degree of our company's financial performance and the whole system of our business process.
Throughout the years, Mustard Seed has been reaping numerous recognitions and awards from its partners. Today, the company has multiple branches throughout the country and an offshore branch in Hong Kong, serving thousands of local and multinational corporate customers.
Okay. So, okay. Our second industry partner is one of a premier one-stop shop of business solution for small and medium enterprises in the Philippines. They do have branches in Bacolod, Davao, Cebu, Cagayan de Oro, Iloilo, and other international offices such as in Hong Kong, backed up by certified expert and market leading brand. So they are one of the recognized leader in serving the SME industry. Let's welcome to talk about internship, Miss Mary Jane Asentensta of Mustard Seed Corporation. Good afternoon, ma'am. Pasensya na.
It's okay, Miss Jane. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am. So guys,
Ayan.
pahit naman ng pabigyan naman si ma'am ng masigabong virtual clap.
Ayan. Okay, so again, good afternoon everyone sa lahat ng mag-aaral ng PUP no sa iba't ibang branches nito. Again, I'm Jane Asentista, HR Supervisor of Mustard Seed Systems Corporation. Kagaya nga ng napanood nyo kanina, no, Mustard Seed is a private company, no. We've been in the industry for 23 years already. Yan. So we became a trusted, no, pagdating sa mga business solutions to thousands of small and medium enterprises in the Philippines. Ayan. So with 6 locations nationwide, no, and soon to be 7, no, dahil mag-o-open ang aming newest branch sa Naga. We also have 2 international branches, one located sa Hong Kong, and soon to open na rin ang aming branch sa Dubai. Ayan. So, let me share with you our mission, no? The mission is to provide and deliver world-class, affordable, and relevant business solutions, technologies, products, and services that will drive strategic growth and efficiency for small and medium enterprises, educational institutions, and business partners through accessible channels and dedicated qualified professionals. So for our vision is to be recognized as a one-stop shop business solutions, products, and services provider for the small and medium enterprises, education sector, and business partners worldwide. Okay, so sino nga ba si Mustard Seed, no? And ano-ano ba yung mga products and services na ino-offer namin? So again, we offer solutions, no, that drive strategic growth and efficiency for the business. That solutions includes software, hardware, cloud, and customer service. So for our software, we have the accounting and inventory system, the payroll system, the HR system, and customer relations management. So these are our products and partners, no? If you are familiar with SAP Business One, This is accounting softwares, no? Oracle, NetSuite, Sage 50, and others. So we also have the HR Pro, Payroll Pro, and Biometrics, no? Yan. So for our cloud and IT solutions, parang we offer the needs, no, for cloud-based ERP. Yan. Ito yung mga samples natin na products and partners, the HP, the Microsoft, Office 365, and Dell, and others. For the hardware, that consists of laptops, computer, server, yan. And our building technology solutions products, we have the CCTV, paging alarms, yan, mga door access and all. Aside from that, Mustard Seed Systems Corporations also offer furnitures and design products to encourage a productive working environment, no, for the business. Okay. So these are some of our clients. All right. So aside from the company's commitment to provide and deliver world-class, affordable, and relevant business solutions, the company also takes responsibility to support societal goal, no, through our corporate social responsibility nga. That includes the scholarship, job placement, and our internship program. So this afternoon, let me discuss with you, no, about internship. Okay, so lahat na ba dito ay meron ng company na pasukan for internship? Or sino na rito yung mga ongoing ang kanilang internship? Can you comment your name kung sino yung meron na? Ayan. So sana hindi pa ako nahuli sa pagpapakilala sa inyo, no? Pero anyway, no, sa lahat ng mga hindi pa naman nakakapagsimula at naghahanap pa, everyone is welcome with Mustard Seed kasi we are always on the lookout for interns. Kasi we believe that students give fresh ideas, diba, and energy in the workplace. It is also an opportunity for us employer, no, to discover new talents. Ayan. And later, syempre, ma-consider natin, syempre, for future employment. Kasi that's the goal, eh. Kagaya nga nung nakita ninyo sa corporate social responsibility for internship to job employment or job placement. Okay? But of course, no, hindi lahat ng company, no, nag-o-offer or papunta doon kasi it really depends on the availability of the position, 'di ba? Kung may pangailangan ba in terms of manpower. Pero with us sa Mustard Seed, binibigyan namin ng priority ang aming mga interns, no. Hangga't maaari kung meron namang mga openings at qualified kayo for the role, so ipagpapatuloy natin 'yan sa employment. Okay, so ano bang pag-uusapan natin this afternoon, no? Let's talk about the expectations. As an intern, ano ba yung mga expectation nyo sa internship? Ano ba yung mga learning objectives na kailangan nating ma-attain or ano yung mapupulot natin sa internship natin, okay? So at the same time, no, let's also discuss ano ba yung role mo as an intern at ano-ano yung mga expectations sa'yo ng company, no? Okay. Yan. So let's start with internship expectations, learning objectives. Okay, so primary goal for any internship is to gain as much experience as possible. Okay, yun talaga yung number one goal natin, no? So, saang mga aspeto kayo may matututunan? Okay, isa-isahin natin yan. So, number one is academic learning. So, the students may apply and test knowledge learned in the classroom to a professional work environment. So, Through internship, it's your chance to apply and validate the concept and theories that you've learned from the classroom to the workplace. Okay, so kagaya sa amin in Mustard Seed, we commit ourselves, 'di ba, to ensure that our interns gain experience and hands-on training with ongoing projects. Okay, so for example, our interns from accounting, for accounting students, 'di ba? Some of them, based on their resume, they have a parang subject no ng SAP Business 1. So it's all theory, it's all concept. Pero dito kay Mustard Seed, once na sinimulan nila ang kanilang internship, they will be able to navigate no the software mismo. Okay, so yung mga hands-on experience no, pinapa-experience natin yan lahat sa mga estudyante. So same with the engineering, okay? So sabi ko nga, our products involves building technology solutions, no? Andyan yung mga CCTV natin, andyan yung paging systems, mga fire alarm, fire detection. So during internship, no, binibigyan namin sila ng chance to experience no paano ba yung actual installation of those products no as part of their training. Okay. So next, career development. The student may explore a specific field of interest, expand his or her professional network, and gain an understanding of the qualifications and duties involved in a specific profession or career field. So, as an intern, it's an opportunity for you to expand your network. Okay? So, magkakaroon ka ng chance to work and collaborate with a team of professionals. At the same time, you will be having a mentor, 'di ba? Kung saan sila yung magtuturo sa inyo, magbibigay ng mga advices and feedback on your performance. Okay? Pag may mga questions kayo or concerns about the job na hindi nyo maintindihan, sila yung nandiyan para sumagot dun sa mga tanong na yon as part of your career development. Okay? Next, skill development. The student gains an understanding of the transferable skills and knowledge required for success in a professional work environment and integrates those skills in their academic learning. So when we say skill development, no, through internship, you will be able to learn that technical skills no related dun sa field of interest mo or study, no. Okay, so tinatawag din natin siyang hard skill. Ano-ano ba yung mga samples nito? Presentation skills, computer skills, what else? Communication skills, analytical skills, and project management skills. Okay, so lahat yon matututunan habang ginagawa ang trabaho. Okay. So next, personal development. The student gains decision-making skills, self-confidence, business savvy, ethics, and teamwork required for success in a professional work environment. So through exposure and experience from your internship, you will be able to improve your soft skills as well. Okay, so pag sinabi nating soft skills, what does it mean, no? It pertains or it includes your attributes and personality traits, no? It helps you interact with other people and succeed in the workplace. So what are the examples? Example of that is what we call the emotional intelligence, no? Yung how do you handle your emotions, no? In very stressful situations. Okay? So alam naman natin, syempre, sa trabaho, hindi maiiwasan ng stress. Pero despite of, we have to be professional and manage that accordingly. So lahat ng yun ay papasok sa ating soft skills. Interpersonal skills is another example, no? Papaano ka mag-deal, makipag-usap sa mga kasamahan mo sa trabaho. Okay? So to improve your soft skills, the person must open to feedback and make decision to change behavior. Unlike the technical skills or the hard skills that learn through trainings, 'di ba? Ang soft skills hindi siya gano'n, no? Hindi siya isang training lang then okay tapos na. Kailangan meron kang parang meron ka dapat effort, no, to change the behavior na sa tingin mo hindi makakabuti, no, sa sarili mo and then of course sa work environment. Okay. So let's move on sa role of interns, no? What to expect from you. Okay. So in the side of the company or in the side ng employer, so ano ba yung mga inaasahan namin sa iyo as an intern? So number 1 is act in a professional and ethical manners. So anong ibig sabihin nito? Students are expected to maintain professional attitude, appearance, and work ethic at all times. Okay? Ang internship, it's the same, no, sa real job. So you have to observe your attendance, punctuality, and maintain a high quality of work. Okay? Siyempre, pag may pinagawa sa atin, we have to do it based on ano ba yung na-expect sa atin and the best of our efforts. 'Di ba? Hindi yung, sige, pwede na, ganyan, 'di ba? So, you have to act professionally as if you are a regular employee na dun sa company na yon. Okay, so another example is kailangan very nababaga yung suot natin, no, dun sa nire-require ng kumpanya. Like dito sa amin, we have a certain dress code, no, every day na kailangan nating sundin as an employee. Next, follow through on commitments. Kapag merong nakaset na deadlines, we have to meet it, 'di ba? Or if hindi naman, kailangan mag-advise tayo ahead of time na, 'di ba, magkakaroon ng konting delay, no, dun sa trabahong isa-submit natin. Okay, so communication is a must, no? And also give updates. Sometimes, especially sa mga trabaho na very critical, no, hindi naman inaasahan na masubmit agad-agad, no? As long as you will inform your manager or supervisor na hindi ka matatapos because okay lang yun, no? Basta magbibigay tayo ng updates, no? Para yung expectation din nagbabangga. Okay? So next. As part of being a professional, do not conduct personal business during working hours. So ayan. So may mga policy din na sa ibang mga companies, no, na use of cell phones are not allowed, 'di ba? Pero ngayon kasi lalo na the cellphone, 'di ba? Lahat tayo kailangan na ito, 'di ba? Ginagamit natin siya for everyday and even sa work nga, no. Pero some work kasi, yung ibang trabaho, hindi nila nire-require yung paggamit ng cellphone during working hours. So, may mga ganong policy. Okay. Next. Be prompt when reporting to work. Ito nga yung tinukoy ko kanina, the attendance. And give your work your best effort. Ayan. Okay, next. So, be observant. Note how employees organize their ideas and respond to and ask questions. Alam natin, no, as interns, we have limitations sa mga gagawin natin sa organizations. But as an intern, you can always observe the activities of others, 'di ba? To add more value sa experience ninyo. Okay? So, just be observant, 'di ba? And yun nga, take note kung papaano nila ginawa, kung papaano nila sinasagot yung certain questions. Kasi from there, marami kang matututunan. Okay, so next, assert yourself and your ideas in an appropriate and tactful manner. Ayan. So just express yourself, be yourself, no? They are not expecting a perfect idea from you, no? Pero it is important also to hear your ideas, 'di ba? Kasi malay natin, iyon yung hinahanap pala nila, 'di ba? Kagaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, we are always on the lookout, no, for interns kasi we believe that they give new ideas, 'di ba? And energy sa workplace na makatutulong, 'di ba, to achieve the goal of a certain department kung saan man kayo naka-assign. Ayan. And 'di ba, wala namang mawawala sa atin. Kadalasan pa nga may magi-gain sa atin. Kung mali man yung nasabi natin, at least 'di ba, nalaman natin na mali and ma-workout natin siya according to ano ba yung mas effective or appropriate, no, for that certain situation. Yeah. Next, accepts constructive criticism, continuously strive to improve and grow professionally. Yan. Accept suggestions and feedback for corrective changes in behavior and work to improve your performance. So, kagaya nga ng binanggit ko kanina, 'di ba? To develop your soft skills, the person must open to feedback and make decision to change the behavior. So, sa trabaho, hindi lahat kasi in reality, no, sinasabi ko to sa inyo directly, no, para alam niyo rin kung ano yung expectation ninyo, no, i-expect ninyo. May mga pagkakataon talaga sa work na akala natin binigay na natin lahat, 'di ba, yung best natin, pero hindi pa rin pala. Okay? So instead of samain yung loob natin or sumama yung loob natin, let's take it as a challenge, 'di ba? Para pagbutihin pa natin yung trabahong ginagawa natin, 'di ba? Instead na magmukmuk tayo, kasi the more na nagmumukmuk tayo, the more na hindi tayo nag-a-advance dun sa trabahong dapat na i-deliver natin. Okay? So, lahat merong pwedeng sabihin, no, sa mga pinipresent mong trabaho, 'di ba? So hindi naman lahat agree, no, sa mga sasabihin mo or sa mga ipe-present mo. Okay? So regardless of that, you have to be yung pagiging resilient, 'di ba? Bumangon, 'di ba? Nagkamali, bumangon, i-improve, then gawin ulit. Okay? So don't take it personally, no? Kaya nga, 'di ba, may sinasabi nga tayo na trabaho lang, 'di ba? Ayusin natin next time. Okay? So and lastly, enhance your professional effectiveness by improving skills and acquiring new knowledge. Ayan. So hindi rin ibig sabihin na dahil nagtatrabaho na tayo, natatapos na yung pag-improve at pag-acquire natin ng mga knowledge, no? Tuloy-tuloy pa rin natin na i-improve yung sarili natin. So anong gagawin natin, 'di ba? Through experience, 'di ba? We learn from the experience. Sa mga nakakasama natin sa trabaho, may mga natututunan tayo sa kanila, 'di ba? Kapag nagkamali tayo sa trabaho, dun sa experience na 'yon, meron tayong matututunan. Kaya wag tayong matatakot na magkamali. Pero let's make sure, 'di ba, na pag nagkamali tayo, dun sa reason na 'yon ay hindi na tayo muling magkakamali dun sa similar na reason na 'yon. So yun yung iiwasan natin. Okay. So next, internship program of Mustard Seed, no? Our program provides the opportunity for the students to gain experience and hands-on training on ongoing life projects. Kagaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, for example, sa accounting, they get a chance to navigate the software mismo, the SAP Business One, the Sage 50, and other accounting softwares that we have. For the engineering, andyan yung, di ba, magsa-site survey, isasama kayo sa mga installations, nandiyan, mga layout, drawings, yan. So, may experience nyo yan lahat. Depends, of course, dun sa department kung saan kayo na-assign. Okay, so we also ensure na may enhance ang inyong skills pagdating sa inyong napiling profession. Ayan. So, aside from accounting and engineering, our internship is open sa lahat ng mga courses like business courses, yan. Marketing as well. Ayan. So, as an intern sa aming company, we offer students a chance to work in one of the leading companies in the IT industry. You will work collaboratively with seasoned professionals and gain a deeper understanding with our products, sa mapa-software man yan, hardware, cloud, and others, Okay. So in addition to the opportunity, Mustard Seed has 4 areas of engineering specialization. Okay, so simulan natin number 1 sa design. So it's more about drawing plans, creating designs, layout, costings, and conducting site surveys for the installations of products that I've mentioned earlier, such as paging systems, structured cabling, access control, CCTV, and others. So we call them the design engineers. Okay, so another is the technical support. So ano naman ang ginagawa nila, They provide customer support, okay, which includes product repair, customer product training, and phone or occasionally on-site assistance. We call them the technical engineers. Okay, next, the project implementation. They supervise and carry out the projects. They manage the installations and wiring and perform other on-site activities. So we call them naman the project engineers. And lastly, the servicing or the sales. So they are responsible for the upkeep of the products. And if replacement is advised, they will often make an assessment and work with customers to invest in a new item or new products. So we call them the service engineer or the sales engineer. Okay, thank you so much. I think that's all for today, If you have any questions, you can comment na. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ma'am Jane. So guys, meron po ba tayong tanong? So medyo interested tayo dahil internship po ang diniscuss ni ma'am. Okay. Internship sa Mustard Seed, ito yung yung mga requirements nila, ano yung mga qualification. Ma'am, ano po ba yung process ng internship sa inyo?
Okay, so ang process namin, ma'am, usually nagpo-post kami ng opening sa Indeed. Okay, sa Indeed namin pinopost ang aming internship vacancies. And then, lahat ng may screen namin na qualified, tinatawagan namin for the interview. And actually, diretso naman na yun for submission of the requirements.
Okay, so diretso na siya. Mula dun sa ma'am, diretso na siya to submission of requirements. Sama po ba?
Yes, oo. Usually, the requirements lang naman is the memorandum of agreement, ayun nga, from the schools. And,
and by the way, the PUP do have a MOA.
Yes, opo.
So, wala po tayong problema doon kasi may MOA po si PUP.
Correct,
Oo, so hindi natin siya problema ngayon. Okay guys, may tanong po ba tayo kay ma'am? Kay Ma'am Jane? Ma'am, anong mga course yung available? Tapos, do they have allowance daw po ba?
Okay, sa ngayon ma'am, we do not have allowance, no? Pero as I mentioned nga kanina, since define yung internship program namin, no? And very hands-on talaga sila, yun yung ma-offer natin sa mga students. And the opportunity na maging part sila talaga ng company.
Okay. So,
Kasi they are our priorities kasi ma'am. As long as merong opening and they pass no the qualifications of the department, it will continue to job offer.
the minimum qualification. So guys,
Yes.
so kahit na wala raw pong tawag dito, allowance or training allowance si Mustard, sila Ma'am Jane, meron naman silang E2E. So internship to employment.
Yes.
Okay. So, Ma'am, ilan na po ba ang employee ng Mustard ngayon? Would you mind po?
Currently, nasa around 250 plus employees na kami, and mag-e-expand pa nga no dahil meron kaming bagong i-open sa Naga branch early next year at sa Dubai.
Wow. So, paano po ba yan, ma'am? Marami po ba or may chance po ba ang ating mga estudyante na makapunta sa Dubai in case?
Yes, oo naman ma'am, no. Meron naman. So, actually yung current na mag-head doon, no, she's been in the company for 5 years, and meron din kaming ini-invite din na makakasama niya, no. Parang he's been in the company for magto 2 years pa lang. So, I mean, the opportunity, 'di ba? Kung para sa iyo talaga 'yon, 'di ba? Kahit gaano ka katagal sa company, hindi ka mapipigilan nun.
Okay. So, marami po ba kaming mga kaisko at kaiska daw dyan, ma'am? Kasi syempre, itong mga estudyante naming iba, ang hinahanap nila, yung may makaka-relate sa kanila at may titingalain
oo.
sila.
Yes, marami, no? And mostly of our managers and top performer employees are a graduate of PUP.
Oo, guys, marami tayong mga kaisko at kaiska.
Yes,
So,
oo.
kayo mag-iisa, in short. Hindi kayo mag-iisa. So, at the same time, makikilala nyo sila, makakasama nyo sila. So, hindi matutulungan nila kayo. Tama po ba, ma'am?
Yes,
So,
tama.
open po ba kayo sa face-to-face or virtual OJT, ma'am? Kasi meron tayong mga galing sa branches and campuses. And, syempre, ma'am, itong mga estudyante natin from PUP branches and campuses, all over
Yes.
Luzon po kasi ito. So, syempre, nasa Manila tayo. Required po ba sila na pumunta ng Manila para lang makapag-OJT sa inyo? Or you can do virtual naman po?
Yes, we can do virtual, ma'am, no? Pero it depends on the department. Kasi meron din kaming department na systems QA, systems quality department, no? And programming. So, in that department, okay lang ang virtual. Pero for other department like accounting, engineers, sales, marketing, face-to-face po ang internship natin.
Okay. So guys, narinig nyo yan ha? For dun sa mga marketing, lalo na po dun sa mga hindi naman medyo, tama po ba? Hindi technical skills.
Yes, tama.
So, talagang face-to-face po sila. And you are currently located, ma'am, saan?
Camias, Quezon City.
Okay. So, they're currently located sa QC. So, at least kahit papano, yung mga taga-QC dyan, madali nang makapunta or madali na kayo makakarating ba yun? Tama ba yun?
Yes, opo. Malapit lang kami, ma'am, sa SM North.
Okay. So guys, yun. Kahit papaano, di ba? At least. Okay. So guys, may tanong pa po tayo kay Ma'am Jane. Ako na yata nagtanong, ma'am, ng marami.
Oo,
Pero by the
lahat
way,
na.
Yes, ma'am. Kasi most of our students po, yun yung tanong nila. So, just ini-echo ko na lang po para at least, ma'am, they do have the opportunities din naman para marinig ko ano yung question na another sa iba.
Yes.
Okay po. So, maraming salamat, Miss Jane. And alam ko kasi normally po ang OJT po start ng second semester for the College of Engineering and CCIS. Yung iba naman po, summer for the College of Engineering. So, they'll be seeing you sigurado ako on summer. So, hindi po ngayon ha, by July next year. And for the second semester naman po, they'll be seeing you February.
Oh, yan. Thank you so much po. Akala ko nahuli na ako kanina.
Okay lang yun, ma'am. By the way, ma'am, meron naman tayo talaga. Normally po kasi talagang dalawa ang ating participants. So, may opportunities din naman yung ating mga hindi makaka-attend ngayon to watch the Facebook Live.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, pabigay naman si ma'am ng isang masigabong virtual clap. Ayan na, ma'am. Ayan na ang virtual clap.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so maraming salamat. Maraming salamat. Mustard Seeds System Corporation, Miss Mary Jane Asentista. Tama po ba? Sorry.
Yes, tama.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Maraming salamat
Miss
in sharing
Jane.
your
Thank you.
in sharing your knowledge, expertise, and experience about internship to our kaisko and kaiska. So, I hope ma'am makita mo sila in the near future sa Mustard, not just siguro an intern but as co-employee. Tama po ba?
Yes, oo. Tama po.
Okay. Sige, ma'am. I'll see you soon, ma'am, and I'll see you on the next webinar po. Thank you, Miss Jane.
Thank you.
Okay.
Miss
Maraming
Jane.
salamat, ma'am. Thank you po. Guys, para naman sa ating susunod na industry partner, let me share my screen for our next industry partner. Okay, so to discuss about critical thinking and problem solving, siya po ang ating industry partner kanina. So, andito na po siya, si Mr. Georgeson Acevedo from JCV and Associate Project Management and Development
Good afternoon.
Inc. Good afternoon, sir.
So ma'am, i-ano ko lang yung kaninang present na video, hindi ata sa amin yun. APMC ata yun.
Okay, so check ko nga. Sige, sir, sige. I'll be sharing your screen po para again for your ABP.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, wait lang sir ha. Ipi-play ko na po. Yung JCB, hmm. Okay po, wait lang sir.
Dare to dream big. Dare to be bold. Rebuild. Move up. Push boundaries. We're with you every step of the way. Our vision is to see yours come to fruition. Together, we create. We collaborate. We are JCVA. Building better businesses.
Okay sir, so ayan na po.
All right. Thank you, ma'am, for
Okay.
sharing our company video. So once again, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Engineer George Acevedo. I'm the Business Development and Strategic Support Manager of JCB and Associates Project Management and Development Inc. or JCBA. So I'm actually a licensed civil engineer, and I'm an alumnus of PUP. So from SEA rin ako. So I'm very happy. I'm grateful na I get to give back to my sintang paaralan. So for our topic, we have, let me just share my screen. So ma'am, can you enable the screen sharing?
Okay. Yes sir, you can share, okay na po. You can share your screen na po
Alright.
sir.
Thank you. So can you see my screen na?
Naka-double click. Ayan sir, okay na po.
Okay, so our topic now is critical thinking and problem solving. So these are two skills which are very important pag nasa site na tayo or nasa work na tayo. So we will just sharing some points or some data now you can bring with you when you're in the actual work. So what are these and what's the difference between critical thinking and problem solving? So basically, critical thinking is careful, goal-oriented thinking. It's a mental process of actively and skillfully conceptualizing, applying, analyzing, synthesizing, and evaluating information to reach an answer or conclusion. It is also a habit where you observe your own thought process and find ways to improve it. Whereas problem solving is the process of identifying a problem, developing possible solution paths, and taking the appropriate course of action. And problem solving can be used to develop practical and critical solutions and to show independence and initiative. So developing a critical thinking means questioning, identifying different points of view, and evaluating arguments made by others and yourself. So on the other hand, problem solving is about using logic and imagination to understand a situation in order to find a solution. So more like problem solving is the result of critical thinking. So critical thinking is not accepting any information presented as fact. So that's why we have fact finding for any data that we have received. And it's also about dealing with new and unfamiliar ideas, opinions, and situations. And when it is to see things in an open-minded way and examine an idea or concept from as many angles as possible. And this is to look past and this is looking past views of the world and better understand the opinions of others. So based on JESOP, so there are three major skills needed for critical thinking. First is analysis, or breaking down the problems into parts and finding relationships between them. Next is synthesis, or thinking about other ways to solve the problem, either by incorporating new information or combining the parts in a different way. And last one is, of course, evaluation. It's making a judgment about the result using the evidence at hand. So scientific thinking in relation to critical thinking. So based on Kiao, Kiao affirmed that when no one uses the methods and principles of scientific thinking in everyday life, then he is practicing critical thinking. So this is the cycle. So first, there will be a observation, then questioning, so ideas, conclusion, to come up with the result. So there is no such thing as perfecting critical thinking, as it requires one to be perfectly unbiased, which is impossible for a human being. So for problem solving, we have IDEAL, which stands for identify the problem, define the context of the problem, explore possible strategies, act on best solutions, and look back and learn. So when you do critical thinking, so you have to identify first the problem, then you do your own investigation, you analyze what you have investigated, then reflect what you have analyzed to come up with the right decision. So why are these skills important? So critical thinking skills are important because they enable students to deal effectively with social, scientific, and practical problems. Simply put, students who are able to think critically are able to solve problems effectively. Merely having knowledge or information is not enough. So to be effective in the workplace and even in your personal lives, students must be able to solve problems. So significance of critical thinking and problem solving in the engineering industry. So for engineers or architects, the increase of complexities of problem in the professional industry calls for the need for engineers to apply critical thinking in the context of problem solving. The engineering profession demands skills, including requires accuracy and fidelity, clearness of actions, practical thinking, decision-making, attentiveness, and systematization. Sorry. So I believe most of the engineering students can relate to this. Actually, kahit naman anong course, no? So, kasi any ano naman course naman has challenge, brings certain challenges to the students. So just for an example, for engineering students, so these studies show that critical thinking and innovation are essential employability skills. So according to Shaita, engineering graduates with thinking skills such as logical and analytical reasoning and problem solving, along with personal attributes such as imagination, creativity, and intellectual rigor, equip the technical graduates with employability skills. So is it possible to teach critical thinking? So many would argue that critical thinking is the primary aim of formal education. However, despite its centrality to the objective of formal education, educational institutions, even the best ones, struggle to help students develop it. So an analysis from the Wall Street Journal found that students on many colleges over the span of 4 years make little progress in this dimension. So the topic has sparked continuous debates whether critical thinking can be really learned. So based on Daniel Willingham, a professor of cognitive psychology at the University of Virginia, he points out that critical thinking could not be precisely taught and is assumed as a skill, just like riding a bicycle, and that like any other skills, once you learn it, you can apply it in any situations. On the other hand, results from educational research demonstrate that there are effective strategies for teaching critical thinking skills, both generic and context-specific, and critical thinking disposition at all educational levels and across all disciplinary areas. So to reconcile differences, both arguments are accepted and have been merged into one idea. So critical thinking can be learned, but it is quite difficult. It is learned through a specific process of self-development called deliberate practice, and it can take a long time to master it. So how to learn critical thinking? So the use of inductive or alternative teaching approach rather than deductive or traditional is primarily used. So for deductive, it should start with the information, then pattern, then tentative hypothesis, then theory. Whereas with inductive, so it should be conversed with theory, hypothesis, observation, then confirmation. So there are 4 components of critical thinking. So being an exceptional critical thinker requires a more holistic approach. So Diane asserts that critical thinking training requires 4 components. So under critical thinking, we have critical thinking skills, disposition, structural aspects of problems, and metacognition. So critical thinking skills, so learning specific critical skills such as verbal reasoning, argument analysis, hypothesis testing, likelihood, and uncertainty, and decision-making and problem solving. Then critical thinking disposition, so it's the developing attitudes to take toward the information one consumes and the decision they must make, such as the willingness to plan, flexibility, persistence, and admitting errors and changing their mind when the evidence changes. 3 structural aspects of problems, so moving past the domain-specific surface characteristics to identify the structural aspects of the problem or argument that trigger the recall of the thinking skill. And lastly, the metacognition. So it's tracking the effectiveness of one's thinking, monitor one's own thoughts, and pass judgment on the quality of their thoughts and thought processes. So there are 3 learning formats to build critical thinking. First is the individual study. Then we also have dialogue, and last one is the authentic or anchored instruction, or such as instruction that is linked explicitly to real life situation or experience based. So qualities of a critical thinker and problem solver. So scientific principles underpin all engineering, while mathematics is the language used to communicate parameters, model, and optimize solutions. So professionals in the engineering industry are to take a systematic approach and the logical and practical steps necessary for complex concepts to become reality. They should be skilled at solving problems by applying their numerical, computational, analytical, and technical skills using appropriate tools, and to be able to formulate and operate within appropriate codes of conduct when faced with an ethical issue. So these are some sample problems where critical thinking and problem solving is used. So as stated in the development of critical thinking skills in Engineering Foundation Year, authored by Pachamuthu, critical thinking is involved in areas including engineering analysis and design. So engineering analysis includes the abilities to monitor, interpret, and apply the results of analysis and modeling in order to bring about continuous improvement. And it includes the ability to use the results of engineering analysis to solve engineering problems and to recommend appropriate action. And lastly, to apply integrated or system approaches to engineering problems. And on the other hand, design includes defining the problem, identifying any constraints, including environmental and sustainability limitations. So it can be ethical, health, safety, security, and risk issues, intellectual property, codes of practice, and standards. And it also includes working with information that may be incomplete or uncertain and apply problem-solving skills, technical knowledge, and understanding to create or adopt design solutions that are fit for purpose, including operation, maintenance, and reliability. All right, so that concludes our presentation for this afternoon session. So if you have any questions, you may raise now.
Thank you, Sir George. So guys, may tanong po ba tayo about critical thinking and problem solving kay Sir George? Open na po yung floor. You can interact with our speaker po for your comments, suggestion, and questions. So regarding critical thinking. So guys, may tanong po ba? By the way, critical thinking is one of the skills na hinahanap po, lalo na hindi lang po for interns, pero syempre hinahanap po ang critical thinking sa mga future na empleyado. Tama po ba, sir?
Yes, definitely. So, like for example, in our company, since we are a project management firm, so we are the one deciding on behalf of the clients, or we're protecting our clients. So critical thinking talaga is one of the most important skills that we should have in order to satisfy our clients.
Okay, so gaano ba ka-importante ang critical thinking? So yun yung diniscuss ni Sir George, kung yun yung bagay, essential kasi ang critical thinking sa effective learning and productivity. Tama po ba, sir?
Yes, ma'am. So actually, critical thinking is it's an important skill, but actually it's a basic skill that everyone should have. Kasi kahit araw-araw naman tayo may mga decision tayong ginagawa sa buhay natin, no? So even kahit hindi sa trabaho, kahit yung paggawa lang natin ng schedule natin ng oras natin for the day, so we are deciding what we do first at kung ano yung, what we should be prioritized for the day. So dun pa lang, so we are already utilizing our critical thinking skills.
Okay, so yung pa lang ginagamit na ang critical thinking. Sir, sa pagiging OJT po ba, gaano ka-importante ang critical thinking? Lalo na sa JCB.
Siyempre, when we get interns, we're not just treating you as interns lang, no? We want you to learn something from our companies para syempre pag graduate kayo, kahit dito man kayo matuloy as our employee or mapunta man kayo sa ibang firm, at least we have imparted a skill or that critical thinking skills. Kasi dito makikita nyo kung paano makikipag-communicate yung mga project managers, no, sa mga clients. Hindi lang sa clients, kundi pati yung mga suppliers, sa mga vendors, at saka kung paano nagde-decide ang project manager sa mga problema sa actual site.
Okay, so ang critical thinking guys, hindi lang po para sa engineer. Para din po ito sa marketing student, para rin po sa business student, para sa HR student. Sa mga HR, syempre, kailangan din ng critical thinking. They decide kung sino yung i-hire. Tama po ba, sir?
Yes.
Sino yung actually, sino yung tatanggalin? Sino yung tatanggalin? Sino yung bibigyan ng bonus?
Yeah. Actually, just to share with you, no, kasi galing ako dati sa ibang firm. So, siguro isa sa bagay na napag-desisyonan ko that which I use my critical thinking skills was when I decided to be part of this firm, no? Kasi syempre sa previous company ko, I was working for that company for more than 5 years. So parang kumbaga established na doon, but I still chose to be part of JCBA kasi nakita ko this company is really something. Our management is really organized, and they have really plans for the employees, for the organization. So kaya sa mga PUPNs, sa mga estudyante, syempre alam ko naman na lahat kayo magagaling, and in time kukuha kayo ng organization or kukuha kayo ng employer nyo or ng firm na masuhubog sa inyo. So you should really use your critical thinking skills kasi syempre hindi naman siya nag-aano tayo ng oras, pero importante that we maximize the time na sumasahod tayo pero we also learn from that organization.
Guys, alam nyo na ang critical thinking hindi lang para sa employee, hindi lang para sa engineer na may project management, kung hindi para rin sa business, para sa HR, at para sa estudyante, para sa empleyado, future empleyado, or past employee. Tama ba, sir? Sa mga
Yes.
future businessman. Tama ba?
Yeah, and very important sa mga fresh grad, no? Kasi syempre, ang una yung trabaho, dyan first, kumbaga, lahat bago sa inyo. So, kung pipili ka man ng company mo, it's better that you be part of an organization na talagang matututo ka.
So, para sir, sinasabi mo that critical thinking entails not just thinking, but also it entails self-improvement. Tama po ba?
Yes.
So,
We always decide naman for betterment. So, hindi naman tayo nagde-decide we might have wrong decisions in life, pero syempre, kaya tayo may critical thinking skills para ma-mitigate yun.
Okay, so critical thinking, para nga isama rin natin. Critical thinking is for self-improvement using the skills and standard on the way kung saan appropriate or saan nyo pwedeng or appropriately assess yung sang standards appropriately na-assess nyo, tatama yung decision nyo. Tama po ba? Okay. So guys, may natutunan ba kayo about critical thinking? Pa-heart reaction naman po.
Hopefully meron.
So medyo nahihiya sir siguro sila magtanong, kaya ako nang nagtatanong para sa kanila. So, pag halimbawa, ayan, may DM po sa akin. Saglit lang, sir. Sir, paano daw po i-relate ang collaborative thinking sa critical thinking? Kasi syempre daw, sir, parang ang critical thinking is more on thinking on improvement. Syempre, they have to work in a team. Yung topic nyo, sir, siguro to kanina. So, critical thinking and teamwork.
Siguro one of the components for you to have a an effective collaboration is you also all members of the team are utilizing their critical thinking skills, no? Para syempre may share nila with the other members, then they will come up with the best or the final decision.
Ayun. Okay. So guys, may tanong pa po ba tayo kay Sir George? Okay, wow reaction naman, guys. Ayan. Mukhang wala na, sir. Okay, so guys, pwede kayong mag-apply kay Sir George sa JCB Associate Project Management and Development Corporation as interns or as employee, kung saan marami rin kayong ka-iska. And by the way, Sir George is a graduate of the PUP as well. Tama ba, sir?
14. Yes, I graduated in 2014.
So, hindi lang po ito para sa engineer, kung hindi, para din po ito sa College of Business. So, ano, sir, yung mga vacant position nyo, while as for intern position, kaya na tinatanggap sa JCB?
Actually, for now, we're looking for different interns, no? Hindi lang sa operations namin, which is yung mga project managers namin, pati din sa marketing namin and communication. So we're looking for sa mga taga arts and letters, and sa admin din namin, we need interns to help with our admin officers and finance. So syempre mga PUP, you are always welcome sa company to. Just send your resume to my email address.
Apo, pa-provide na lang, sir. Yes, sir. Saka, pwede niyo po sigurong i-spell out.
Yeah. And then you can also follow us on Facebook. So I'm inviting everyone to support our social media account. So we are busy. We are on Facebook, and we also have a LinkedIn account. So just type just search JCBA.
Okay, so maraming salamat, sir. Maraming salamat, Sir George, and maraming salamat, JCB Associate Project Management Development Corporation. So welcome ang ating mga kaisko and kaiska, both interns and for employment. Tama ba, Sir George?
Yeah, so thank you everyone, and good luck sa inyong lahat. Sana lahat kayo ay mag-succeed in time.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your expertise, experience, and knowledge on our kaisko and kaiska. Thank you, sir. So,
thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you po. Pabigay naman si sir ng isang masigabong virtual clap, guys. Ayan na, sir. Ang inyong masigabong virtual clap.
Thank you everyone.
Okay, sir. Sige pa. Thank you, sir. Thank you again. Thank you, JCB Associate Project Management and Development Corporation. Okay, para naman po sa ating next industry partner who are with us today. So let me share my screen for our next industry partner. Okay, ito ang kanilang AVP po.
As the day begins on an APMC property, a multitude of moving parts create a cohesive and well thought out experience that is uniquely Ayala. We put tremendous care in every step we take in providing only the very best property wherever people go, from the metro to different parts of the country. From planning to designing, review testing, and commissioning, APMC's team of strong subject matter experts ensure that everything goes through rigorous quality assurance. We put a high premium on peace of mind, not just for the customers and communities we serve, but for our colleagues as well. We are one of the key gatekeepers of Ayala Land's brand equity. It is our task to uphold international and local standards. And with our ever-growing portfolio of equipment, now over 800,000 components, our dedication to safety is punctuated even further. We make sure that everything in the background is running optimally so the day-to-day lives of our customers remain worry-free. Our 24/7 operations center monitors all our developments manned by a full team of safety experts and practitioners. We respond to any inquiry or request, and depending on the scale of the emergency, we deploy our quick response team, emergency response team, and the Ayala Land National Team. They stand at the forefront of our developments to respond on site to manage and control every emergency situation. APMC's emergency response teams conduct over 15,000
So, mukhang nagkakaroon ulit tayo ng internet connection problem. Okay, guys, to discuss about personnel management skills, let's welcome Ms. Maylin de Guzman from Ayala Property Management Corporation. Good afternoon, ma'am. Konnichiwa.
Hi, good
Yes,
afternoon
ma'am.
again.
Good afternoon po.
Yes, it's nice to meet you again. Okay, so again, I am Nita Guzman, HR Manager from Ayala Property Management Corporation. And now I would like to introduce to you our speaker for personal management skills. We're very lucky that our property manager is available to discuss this item. So let me welcome Mr. Larry Liquanan. Hi, Larry.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss May. So let me share my screen again. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Sir, audible ka na po.
Okay. And can you already see my screen?
Okay, guys, can you type 1 if you see the screen of Sir Larry?
Okay. Okay. So let's start. So my topic for this afternoon is personnel management skills. But before that, let me introduce myself. Let me share to you a little bit of a background about myself. My name is Engineer Larry Licuanan. I am also a graduate from PUP Santa Mesa, batch 2010. And I'm currently working in Ayala Property Management Corporation as a property manager. Now, let me share with you a little bit also of a background of my journey as a student in PUP and a little bit about my career path. Paano ba ako napunta sa APMC as a property manager? Because I did not start as a property manager. And at the start, I did not have the qualifications or the traits that is needed to be an effective property manager. So like I said, I'm a graduate of PUP Engineering 2010. And during my stay in PUP, I've been a part of several organizations. Number one is the College of Engineering Student Council. So I've been part of the Student Council from first year to fifth year. I've been also part of College of Engineering Honor Society, where I've experienced organizing events such as sports fest, pageants, singing contest, quiz bees, ano pa ba, mga engineering week, tanglaw ng scholar awards, ginto mag-aaral. So I've experienced organizing those events myself, and I've also experienced joining those events, some of those events as a participant. So those experiences taught me a lot of things and developed a lot of traits or skills in me, which I was able to use in my current job right now as a property manager. So, but after my graduation, I did not immediately apply for a position in APMC. I got a job in a manufacturing company after graduation. And after 1 year, I took the mechanical engineering board exam while keeping my job. And luckily, I passed the board exam. And then in 2013, I got hired for my first leadership role or supervisory position. So I was hired as engineering supervisor in 2013 in a hotel industry. Now, after that, I got hired as engineering manager in 2015 dito na po sa APMC or Ayala Property Management Corporation. And in 2017, I took the role of a property manager. So, ganun po ang naging journey. Bakit ba ako nagpapalit, by the way? Bakit ba ako lumilipat ng career? Because in my first job kasi, manufacturing company, ang trabaho ko doon is a draftsman. Bilang draftsman kasi, I just face the computer, wala akong kinakausap na tao, and I feel like hindi ko nagagamit yung buong potential ko. So I search for a job wherein I can use my full potential, like yung communication and other things na yun nga yung nagagamit ko ngayon, which I learned from the experiences I gained during my stay in PUP. So this will be the content of the presentation for this afternoon. I'll share a little bit of a background. Ano ba yung how is it like to be a property manager? Second, I'll share the details and I'll share some items for about personnel management skills, and then we'll have the summary, and I prepared some possible questions that you may ask and answer those questions. And after that, if we have time, we can have some question and answer portion. So let me share a little bit of a background. How is it like to be a property manager? Ano ba yung ginagawa ng APMC, or ano ba yung APMC or Ayala Property Management Corporation, or ano ba yung ginagawa ng isang PM or property manager? So APMC is the #1 property management company in the Philippines, and we are engaged in managing residential buildings, car parks, estate, and institutional establishments such as schools and hospital. So anong role ng isang property manager doon? Bawat establishment kasi, for example ako, I'm managing a residential building or a condominium. So I'm the overall in charge of the day-to-day operations in the property. So pag may mga concerns, so I'm on top, or the PM is on top of the operations. So each department heads are reporting to the PM. So meron kasi mga departments like admin and finance, engineering, housekeeping, security. So nagre-report yung department heads kay property manager. And si property manager naman reports directly to the board of trustees or principal. So, or yung may-ari nung establishment. So yon. And just to share with you, in my property right now, ito yung itsura. Kasi iba-iba eh. Iba-iba yung setup per establishment eh. Like, iba sa offices, iba sa residential building, iba sa car parks, iba sa other institutional establishments. So for residential buildings, or specifically for residential buildings, ito yung hawak ko na team. So under me is the admin and finance, which has the admin assistant, billing and collection, front desk officers. Sa engineering naman, under the property manager is the engineering manager, property engineer, maintenance supervisor, maintenance personnel. And sa housekeeping naman, under the PM is housekeeping supervisor, housekeepers, gardeners, and for the security, security commander, security officers, and security guards. So in short, under the responsibility and authority of a property manager are these people. So being a property manager, you have to have the skills to manage these people in order to deliver the results that the company or the objectives of the company. So ayun siya. Because if you're a property manager and you cannot handle these people, chances are you cannot deliver the results. Okay? And just to also share with you, sa totoong buhay, ito po sila. Ito po yung team na hawak ko ngayon. Hindi pa yan sila lahat, pero these are the heads of the departments that I'm working with every day. So, in short, being a property manager deals with a lot of people or personnel. That's why our topic for today is personnel management skills. Okay? So let me share with you some definitions muna. What is management ba? So I got this from Oxford Dictionary, and the simplest definition that I got is management is the process of dealing with or controlling things or people. So things or people. So kasi pag things, baka you're managing finances or managing the resources or managing the equipment, but yung people, you can also manage people. So doon pumapasok yung personnel management. And under management, kasi masyadong malawak po yung management. So under management, we have 4 functions of management. First function is planning, pangalawa is organizing, pangatlo is leading, and pang-apat is monitoring. So these four functions are interconnected. You cannot do one and leave the other functions left aside. So, but for the purpose of discussion, we will be focusing on leading because leading is the most people-centric function among these four. Like I said, medyo malawak po yung medyo malawak po yung management. But since our topic for today is personnel management, will be focusing on leading or leadership. So, first of all, lagi nating naririnig yung leadership, no? And we have some misconceptions about leadership. Before we tackle what is leadership, let's check what leadership is not. Ano ba yung mga misconceptions about leadership? Leadership is not titles, positions, or flowcharts. So it's about connecting with people. And pangalawa, simply having a title doesn't make you a leader, which is true. So hindi porket ikaw yung nasa position or ikaw yung manager, ikaw na yung matatawag na leader. So leadership also is a skill. So, and sabi nga ni Simon Sinek, a boss has the title, a leader has the people. So, iba yung boss, iba yung leader. Di ba minsan may mga nakikita tayo sa ganyan sa Facebook, boss versus leader. So, ayan, magkaiba yung definition ng boss at leader. A boss simply has the title or the position. And Mahatma Gandhi said, I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles, or muscles means authority or power. But today it means getting along with people. So, means leadership is about people. So, dalawa na yung nagsasabi. And one of my favorite definition or description of leadership is from John Maxwell. Sabi ni John Maxwell, the true measure of leadership is influence. Nothing more, nothing less. So, meaning, leadership is about influencing people. And how do we apply this? Ako personally, how do I apply this into my job, into my career as a property manager? So I made my own definition. So this is for a simple person like me na nasa position of leadership. For me, leadership is making people do what you want them to do because they want to do it. So, di ba nga? So, it's about people and it's about influence. So, for me, it's about making people do what you want them to do because they want to do it, not just because they are required to do it. So, there's a sense of motivation, encouragement in order for people to do those things. Okay, next. So let me share with you some traits about leadership. So this is not everything about leadership because leadership alone is a very, very broad topic. But these traits, we apply this, or me personally, I apply this into my own work and career as a property manager. Number one, leaders has to be decisive. So if you're a leader, it is necessary that you have to be decisive because nobody wants to follow a leader who is indecisive or hindi alam yung gagawin or hindi alam yung direction na pupuntahan. So, and naalala ko na kwento ng one of my boss before, one of my supervisors before, na ang dami niya daw nakikita ng mga managers na takot magdesisyon or takot gumawa ng desisyon. So, ang sabi niya, the very function of a manager is to make decision, and yet they are afraid to make a decision. So, if you're a leader, you have to be decisive. It doesn't mean that you will make the right decision all the time. You just have to simply make a decision and sticking to it after you made that decision. Pangalawa, number 2, being accountable. So, being a leader, you have to be accountable, not just for your own mistake, but also for your team's mistake, because your team's mistake is also your mistake, and your team's accomplishment is your own accomplishment. This means that pag merong mga staff or meron kang tao na nagkamali, you don't blame them. You don't put them down. You simply take accountability. Maybe you need to improve encouraging them or equipping them. So that's being accountable. And next is being proactive or having a proactive attitude. Focus on solving problems rather than blaming. Parang yung kanina nga eh, being accountable yan, and having the positive attitude to not focus on blaming, because blaming, wala namang nasosolve sa blaming. Instead, focus on solving the problems. Pangatlo is encouragement. So encouragement and motivation, giving people support, courage, or hope. There are times kasi that our team or our colleagues or our team members will feel discouraged or down. So as a leader that people may want to follow, you have to have the skill to encourage people to continue or to keep doing what they're doing and to be at their best. Next is integrity. This is very important. Integrity means they do the right things all the time, regardless of there's watching or none. So they do the right things whether may nakakakita or wala. So why do I say that this is very important? Because in any leadership position, integrity is very important, because dito nakadepende yung credibility mo, because if people if you want to lead by example, you need to have integrity, because how do you expect people to follow you if you yourself is not doing what is right, di ba? Next is vision. Having a goal or direction. Sabi nga, di ba, sa Bible, without vision, people perish. So without vision, people perish. And I remember when I'm a new property manager, sabi ko, yung hawak ko na establishment or building, sabi ko sa mga staff, darating yung panahon that we will meron tayo mga projects or practices na gagayahin ng ibang establishment. And true enough, that nangyari siya. So may mga practices kami na ginagawa sa establishment na na-implement sa ibang establishment. That just nag-start lang yon because of a vision. So if you want to be a leader that people may want to follow, you have to have a vision and communicate it well to your people, to your staff, or to your team members. Next is empowerment. So as a leader, you need to have the skill to delegate tasks and fully trusting the team to get the job done. So hindi kasi lahat ng bagay kaya mong gawin ng sabay-sabay. So meron talagang mga tasks na kaya dapat mong i-delegate sa mga tao mo or sa team members mo or sa staff mo. And you have to trust those people na pinag-assignan mo ng task na yon to deliver on those tasks. Hindi yung dinelegate mo nga, pero mayat-maya mo naman chinecheck, kumusta na, tama ba, mali yung ginagawa mo, hindi siya ganun. So if you delegate the task, you have to trust that person to deliver on that task. And that is called empowerment. Kasi doon sila mag-grow. And next, or last but not the least, is malasakit. So, or care for people and being unselfish. Malasakit is, hindi lang siya basta trabaho. So, being a leader, hindi lang you're doing these things to deliver on the company's objectives. You have to connect with them on a personal level, develop your relationship with them, and show that you care for your people. So through malasakit. Kasi malasakit is being caring for other people like they are your own or your family. So that is malasakit. Next. So, yun yung mga those are the traits or the things that I want to share with you about leadership or about personal management skills. So, in summary, this is I also want to share with you this summary. This is called LIVEM. So, leadership or influencing people, integrity, lead by example, vision, have a goal or objective, empowerment, you have to trust your people, and malasakit, you have to care for your people. So that is LIVEM. And this is also the core values of Ayala Land. So itong LIVEM na to, itong limang shinare ko sa inyo. Okay. So that is the presentation. And I have prepared here some possible questions that you may ask about property management. And later on, if you still have some questions, and if we have time, we can answer those questions. But before that, let me answer this. Can I be a property manager if I'm a shy person? First, I want to answer that. The answer to that is no. Kasi kung mahihain tayo, or kung if you're a shy person or a timid person, you cannot be in a position of management or leadership. Because in the first place, how can you communicate, di ba? Kung nahiya ka or you cannot face other people, di ka sanay makipag-usap. But there are ways on how to develop the skills and the traits in order for you to become a property manager or a leader. Like I said kanina, to start with, hindi naman ako mahihain din naman ako dati. And even now, I still experience these struggles because personally, that's my personality. But through the experiences I gained during my college journey, I participated in organizations. I talked to a lot of co-students, a lot of professors, a lot of people outside the school. So, na-develop yung na-develop yung mga skills na kailangan for me to be a property manager. So, I encourage you to do that. Expose yourself to other activities. Hindi lang sa classroom, pag-uwi, classroom, tapos siguro ML, ganyan, di ba? So, or kung ano man, di ba? Try to do other things that siguro doon yung ma-explore ano ba yung mga skills talaga na meron kayo. So how to develop leadership traits? Yun nga, yung sinasabi ko kanina, expose yourself, try other things. So ayun, wag yung puro studies lang. What should be the main traits of a property manager? Siguro dito sa main traits of a property manager, I would recommend that you have these traits: leadership, integrity, vision, empowerment, malasakit. So because this is the core values of Ayala Land, and we have been practicing this as a company. How much can I earn if I work in property management company or industry? So again, in any industry or any company that you may work with, or any business, the amount of reward that you will get will always depend on the level of value or the value that you offer to the company or that you provide to the company, to the customers. So, depende rin yan talaga sa'yo. So, if you are valuable to the company and you offer value to the customers, for sure, you will be rewarded accordingly. But in my experience, APMC or Ayala Property Management Corporation is one of those companies that rewards their people well. So, ayun. And that would be the end of my presentation. Thank you very much. And if you have some questions, this is the time for us to entertain those questions. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, maraming salamat, Sir Larry. So, guys, may tanong po ba tayo kay Sir Larry regarding personal management? By the way, Sir Larry is also a graduate of PUP, Polytechnic University of the Philippines. Engineer ka, sir? Tama po ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yan. Engineer siya. So, at least guys, marami kayong kaisko at kaiska sa Ayala Property Management Corporation. So, kung gusto nyo mag-intern sa kanila, kahit pa paano, meron kayong mga kuya, ate, na pwede nyong hinga ng tulong in case that you'll be needing their help. Halimbawa, pag-ooperate ng machine or may hindi kayo maintindihan. Alam ko, hindi kayo mahihiyang tumawag or mahihiyang magtanong sa kanila. Okay, so may tanong po ba tayo kay Sir Larry? Guys? If you wanted to interact with our speaker po, you may do so. You may raise your hand or type in your question sa ating Zoom chat for your comments, suggestion, and insights. Okay, mukhang wala na. So, guys, may tanong po ba tayo kay Sir Larry? Actually, natanong ko na kay Miss May kanina. Yes po, tumatanggap po ang Ayala Property Management Corporation ng part-timer and interns. Tama, sir? Tama, Miss May?
Yes,
Hey, yes po. With allowance. Okay, so they're open sa lahat po ng course. Engineering, architecture, marketing, HR. Tama po ba, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. So, guys, in case naman sa part-time employment, alam ko meron din ng APMC. If you're asking naman po for full-time employment, meron din po sila. So, varied po ang kanilang mga vacancies. So, pwede na kayo mag-apply sa APMC or Ayala Property Management Corporation. So, guys, the link for the evaluation...
Jane.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. Just have to clear that most of our employment are regular employment.
Wow, okay, regular
Yes,
employee daw
we
po.
rarely hire part-time. So for regular employment and internship.
Okay, so regular employee lang daw po sila, wala po sila. Ma'am, paano yung mga part-time sales nyo? Sa ibang park po ba yon?
Sa ibang company yon. Kasi medyo
Okay.
malaki si Ayala So kami in property management, baka sa more of yung mga brands namin yon sila. Avida, Alveo, ganyan.
Okay. So guys, if you wanted to be part of the Ayala Property Management Corporation, pwede nyo pong i-message or pwede nyo pong i-follow ang Facebook ni Ayala Property Management Corporation. Or, ma'am, can you advertise or can you spell out para po pwede nila kayong i-email if you wanted to apply for internship or job opportunities?
Yes, thank you very much, Jane. So again, I would like to invite you first of all to like our Facebook careers page. So all you have to do is to search the APMC careers and you will see their updates regarding vacancies as well as events of APMC. You would see why it is such a good thing to be part of the Ayala Corporation or the Ayala Property Management Corporation. This is APMC Careers, CAREERS. And if ever you wanted to apply for internship or if you have friends or family members who are already graduates and licensed and would like to be part of our company, please ask them to send their updated CVs at careers@ayalaproperty.com.ph. Again, that's careers@ayalaproperty.com.ph. But once you have like our Facebook page, you will also see there are email and you can also submit there the CVs if you want. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss May. And I hope to see you soon, Ayala, sa ating mga susunod pang webinars. Opo. Okay, guys. Wala na po ba tayong tanong kay Sir Larry at kay Miss May? Magka-count ako, ha? 5. Pag po may tanong pa, pa-type in your question or type 2. Okay? So, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ma'am, mukhang wala na. Okay. So, actually, yung iba kanina pa nakaantabay morning session pa. Okay. So, meron po kasi rin tayong mga naka-live. May mga nanonood din po tayo via our PUP Career Center Facebook page. So, the link for the evaluation form is currently posted on the Zoom chat. well as the comment section of our Facebook page. So, guys, to receive your digital certificate, pa-accomplish na lang po yung evaluation form or pa-accomplish po yung or pa-click yung evaluation link. Okay po? Your certificate will arrive 2 to 3 weeks after the conduct of this webinar. So, again, maraming salamat sa ating mga industry partner. By the way, I'm Professor Jane S. Pulma signing off. Thank you sa ating mga industry partner who are with us today, sharing their time and experience and expertise, knowledge on different career development areas such as collaboration, teamwork, and leadership. We also do have personal management skills, critical thinking and problem solving, internship, and possible employment or possible future employment abroad. From our industry partners, we have with us JCB and Associate Project Management and Development, Inc., Ayala Property Management Corporation, McNally Migration Services, Mustard Seed System Corporation. At in behalf of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat sa mga dekano at dekana ng ating mga kolehiyo mula sa PUP Main. Maraming salamat at pinahintulutan niyo po ang ating mga isko at iska na maka-attend ng ating webinar na ito. Para din po sa mga direktor ng ating PUP branches and campuses, maraming salamat at sa pagpapahintulot nyo sa ating mga estudyante at nawa ang ating mga estudyante, mga kaisko at kaiska, marami ba kayong natutunan? Pa-type naman ng number 1. Okay. Ayan. So, guys, maraming salamat. And again, this is Professor Jane S. Pulma signing off. And this is your PUP HIM. Okay guys, thank you. And in ending the Zoom, maraming salamat.